Hi, I'm Alane Freund, licensed marriage and family therapist in Northern California and international consultant on high sensitivity. As highly sensitive people, I think it's very unlikely that your childhood was free of trauma. Recently on a webinar, I said, raise your hand, figuratively, since people weren't on the webinar live per se, if your childhood was perfect as a highly sensitive person. Everyone around you, the adults, your teachers, your parents, your grandparents, your babysitters, the neighbors, they all said, we value your sensitivity. We think the fact that you're highly sensitive, that you have strong emotional reactions, that you process things so deeply, that you're easily overstimulated and overwhelmed, we think that's wonderful and we honor that. We love the way you notice every little thing and maybe suggest changes, clever changes for it. Most of us didn't grow up that way. And I got to say, I had a pretty darn good childhood. Yet I found our world overstimulating and often traumatizing as a highly sensitive child. It's really, really important because of differential susceptibility that we manage and help our children manage trauma appropriately. Whenever we talk about parenting, we really want to be sure that we're talking about parents who are now parenting highly sensitive children, because you parents, you have the power to raise children who can change the world even more effectively than we may be able to. Because if we give them just the right amount of, sort of faith in themselves and belief in their sensitivity, if we honor all those little things they notice and not try to shut them down is often tempting because they can be such a challenge with all that intensity. Not every highly sensitive child is also highly intense, but many are. So if we can raise them in a good way that it's good enough that they feel honored and feel good about their sensitivity, we can raise young people who will grow up to be adults who have much fewer, check this out, fewer problems with mental illness, fewer health issues, fewer problems with stress. They are just going to be able to soar if their childhood has less stress. It's quite amazing. That's what differential susceptibility means. It means we have a different level of susceptibility to our environment. We are more likely to have a positive impact from positive intervention. So good enough parenting, being seen, having adults in the children's lives who really understand them and love them and honor them that aren't their parents. Their parents do too, but having other adults is something that really, really helps. Having appropriate help and intervention when the family is stressed, or maybe during marital conflict or a loss or a death or an illness in the family. Giving these children extra support at this time, they will make such good use of it that they will do better than the children who don't have the trait of high sensitivity. When children who do have this trait, who process things deeply, become easily overwhelmed, have strong emotional reactions and lots of empathy, and notice every little subtle stimuli, when these children with the finely tuned nervous system experience stressors growing up and they don't get support, they're actually more likely to develop anxiety or depression as adults. Probably many adults watching this right now are those adults who struggle with anxiety or depression or both, because our childhoods were more traumatic. Now, one of the highly sensitive person's 5 to thrive is very important. It is that we have to reframe our childhood. Look back and see the fact that we were sensitive so that we blame ourselves and critique ourselves less. Another one is to heal from past trauma. So adult, highly sensitive people, I'll bet you $100 that you have trauma in your past. Highly sensitive people are more aware of their environment. They process things more deeply. They have stronger emotional reactions. So what that means is that little things that might not be trauma to a person who's not highly sensitive are likely or more likely to be traumatic to a highly sensitive child. So you probably do have some past trauma that you need to heal. I cannot recommend highly enough that you find a therapist to do so. I love to support my community, and I hope that our community will continue to grow. It's my life's purpose to reach all highly sensitive people in the world. So spread the word. Come to my YouTube channel and watch more videos. And also, I'd be happy to get an email or a contact from you on my websites, alanefriend.com, areyouhighlysensitive.com, and I would love to hear your questions, and I'll make videos about them. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe right below this video. Take care now. Bye.